Wow 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 bow dun 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 bow 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 dun 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 dun. Move that. Looks good. Can check my own stream, make sure the sound's okay. Am I here double? Just give me a sec, cause I'm gonna make sure it's good for you guys. Give me a sec, cause I'm gonna make sure it's good for you guys. Looks like you can hear me okay. I bet the game's gonna make it kind of hard to hear. I'll try and talk kind of loud. Make sure it's good, and then I guess we're all set to start going. Yeah, we're streaming right now. Yep. Nope. All right. I'm still trying to beat this. I'm off by like, what, 3 seconds?
Line. Triangle. Square. Game over.
Ah, it's so loud. Hold on. Oh my god. Like, I knew it was loud, but you know what? I'm just gonna turn off the sound because holy crap, that was way too loud. I super apologize for that. We'll just play the game without the overly intense music. Okay. I haven't played this game in so long, but it's a nice light game I can do while I'm waiting for some stuff to get done. Adult things, you know how it is. I haven't streamed in a while actually, so obviously welcome to anyone who's watching. I will say that I cannot see the stream chat, so sorry. Just kind of playing this game super casually, not really, not like the most invested, but but just because the game is so random, there's only so much you can really do. Just kind of get lucky, I think. Like I think I play the game for maybe like 2 hours straight in order to get that 56-minute time or a second time. You only need to survive for like a minute, and then you're done. But the problem is that your guy moves so slow that it's really easy to fail, which is part of the problem. Yeah, so like he takes forever to get around. I mean, it seems fast, but when the walls start moving, you really kind of got to get lucky on where the walls show up at, so you're actually able to get through it. I mean, I've seen all the patterns. I know each pattern. The issue is just kind of the transitions between patterns. I'd say that's probably like for me what trips me up. I don't know if other people have trouble with like specific patterns. Oh shit. See, like I know what I'm doing. It's tough when they switch to new stuff because I have to change my brain set to think about like, okay, we're doing different kind of movements. And I only have 2 buttons, only arrow keys, so it's not like it's a complicated game to learn. It's just really hard to master. It's like chess, because chess is pretty good. I'm actually bumping my mic. I'm gonna fix my mic in a second when I die. Just noticed I'm bumping it. I know it's kind of weird that I just noticed, but like I wasn't thinking about it while I was speaking. Although now that I'm speaking, it feels like I'm not bumping the mic. So maybe we're okay. Not too sure. Oh, no, I just bumped it again. Okay, I'll fix that. Okay, looks a bit better. Yeah, we'll get to the final boss level, like the end of the game, if we can make it to 60 seconds on this specific level. But I mean, I'm not an expert here. Just a guy playing the Super Hexagon game. I wonder how long we can keep this up for. It's pretty fun game actually. I really enjoy it. Definitely nothing to be ashamed about. Especially because each run is only like what 10 seconds, so you can get like what 10 runs in and seemingly no time at all. And I don't know. I really like it. I like the dexterity of it, I guess you could say. Although there's not that much dexterity. There's only 2 buttons. I think you'd be better off, trying to if you want to play a dexterity game like a Guitar Hero. That's a great game for your dexterity, just to see how quickly you can push buttons, even though it has nothing to do with playing a guitar. Like not really. I mean, it's a button pusher that happens to be in the shape of a guitar, and you listen to music. It's kind of the same thing as this game, to be honest, but this game isn't quite as famous or doesn't have the same rep because everybody wants to feel like they're playing a guitar. I actually play guitar, but uh, eh, it's not the same thing as Guitar Hero, obviously, because Guitar Hero you're just kind of doing whatever the computer tells you to do. Which I wish there were games where you actually learned how to play guitar, like in like a cool way. I don't know, and there probably is. I mean, it's the internet. You know, I'm sure that there's some sort of game for everything, which is why we see a lot of repeat games in the industry, which is kind of upsetting, but it's all right. You get used to it. Um, One thing I will say though is that with all the repeat games of because there's only so many genres, I do think it's kind of interesting that there's a lot more monetization when you could kind of go back and just play the older games that don't have monetization. That's what I do. I know that's probably why I don't have as many followers or I'm not as popular on Twitch or YouTube, but I mean, I don't really like games with microtransactions for the most part. I don't participate in using them. Like if a new game comes out, but I want to play it, I'll just not use the microtransactions. That tends to work. Granted, I also have the time to do that and actually like make progress in the game. Whereas I know other people probably, they say they're busy, and I don't know. If you're a gamer, I feel like there's always going to be a bit of you that you can probably squeeze a couple hours into a game a week at least. I don't know. Everyone's different. It's not judging here. Just kind of, you know, doing what I can to find games that are fun, hopefully entertaining for you guys. That's the main point. I love entertaining people. Fantastic. I don't get paid for this. Like, no money. It's okay. I don't even have like a donate thing set up. Like, even if you want to give me money, I couldn't take it. So I don't know. That's not really my thing here. Just making a legacy, entertaining people. I wonder what the highest viewed YouTuber is who doesn't get paid. That'd be something I'd actually like to see. Like I'm curious if there is even if there's someone with like I don't know, just throw out a random number like a million subscribers who doesn't get paid, right? And all his views and stuff is just kind of like wasted money income. Who's like choosing not to be like successful. I'd be curious to see that. How do you tell? I don't know. There might be a YouTube statistic for it. There might be. I mean, heck, maybe someone did a YouTube video on it. I bet they did. I mean, there's like what 400 hours of or 400 decades or some stupid high number of hours being uploaded to YouTube a second. I think to the point where like every single like of all the YouTube videos out there, they'll never all be watched. I bet at this point, I'm willing to bet. I don't actually know that. Maybe there's at least one person watching every video, but it seems unlikely considering I have a good amount of videos with no views and uh, probably my fault. That's what I get for posting the same series over and over. Everyone wants like new flashy stuff, and I'm doing stuff on older games, and that's okay. But I mean, like something like Super Hexagon, right? If I go, I'm gonna go put this on YouTube after, right? After the stream, and I bet you I'll be lucky if I get like 8 views on it because I bet nobody's probably looking it up because there's already videos of people doing the completed. I mean, I've seen the final level. I know what it's like. It's just all black and white, and it's okay. But I don't know. There's something about like the achievement. I guess you know how like sports players are like, oh, we want to achieve winning the Super Bowl or something, or we want to I don't know, get the best basketball score. I don't know. I don't know anything about sports. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I know anything. But in that sense, though, I still feel like for dexterity games like this, where there's kind of a challenge of working harder and stuff, and I feel like you're getting better. And when you get better, it kind of like shows because you just have a raw number of your time, and that time is an indicator of how good or bad you're doing. Like for example, I seem to be averaging like I think 11 seconds, but every once in a while I can squeeze out a little bit of a run. Kind of depends on the patterns as well that I get, because for my brain to keep track of it, yeah, like sometimes some patterns are just easier for me to keep track of than others, and it's a nice thought that I am getting better, but realistically, who knows? I'm only capable to do what I only have so much talent, I guess you could say. Um, which is interesting to think about the idea of talent, and then you connect that to like streaming or YouTube. Some people have like wonderful talent, like like cartoonists and stuff, or people who like put a lot of effort into their videos and then they don't get a lot of support. Then there's people who do like no effort, where they're like, yeah, I'm just gonna blog every day and I'm just gonna show my life. So what they're doing is they're like, hey, I'm living my life, may as well show it to everybody and get paid for doing what I would have done anyway. I mean, that's fine. I mean, again, I'm not here to hate on anybody, but I don't know. I think there's an art to bringing entertainment to people and making people laugh. I mean, sure, you can look at like memes and stuff, but I don't really worry about meme culture or anything like that. If that's even a thing. Do people still say that? I feel kind of old. Ugh, I don't know. I've been doing videos since 2009, so probably a bit outdated in what I consider to be entertaining to people, perhaps. But I don't know. I keep getting subscribers, so I assume I'm doing something right. Almost at 400 at the time of this recording, which is cool. Um, but obviously, it's nowhere near like the millions and billions people get because it's tough, and a lot of YouTube is getting lucky, and that's something kind of interesting to think about too. Is that when you do YouTube, you get into it, and you're like, oh, like initially, like for me, like I just wanted to have fun. I didn't think about getting paid or anything like that because it's not that's not what the point was. The point was I want to make cool stuff and show it off to my friends. Really, that was kind of just for my friends. But then they didn't really like care about my videos, and I was like, well, maybe I can entertain strangers. And I remember when I got my first comment. Admittedly, I even though I don't actually remember what it said. I think it was like first or something silly. It was something kind of nonsensical. Um, I do remember though that I was really shocked that someone would actually like take the time to talk to me on YouTube through that because I'm primarily a YouTuber, but I don't know. There's something fun about streaming. I find it a good entertaining way to spend my time. I don't know. Um, I think that it's kind of YouTube could also be seen as a way to for people to you know talk about their problems or just work out any stress they might have. It allows you to do whatever you want. And I'm not talking about just about gaming. I mean, you can make YouTube videos about anything. I mean, I saw a video, of a guy who's just like breaking stuff. And I'm thinking, okay, well, I wouldn't do that. But if the internet likes it, who am I to judge, right? I mean, oh, fuck. 59 seconds. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hold on, guys. I gotta tab out. You might lose this black screen. I gotta check the stream, see if anybody saw that. Because I can't currently see my screen. So let me see. Oh, no one, like I said, no one's watching the stream right now. That's okay. No one here is getting upset. Damn. Damn. Okay. Well, but there you go. See, there's the improvement factor that you get out of playing the game. Yeah. And so now I'm not gonna get anywhere near the 60 now because well, I just made it there. So logically, it's gonna take a while to build back up. I need to get to a point where I'm comfortable enough to like kind of almost not think about it. You turn your brain off, go into autopilot, and you are able to sort of recognize when something good is happening in the thing. So anyway, back to what I was talking about with how there's like people who can get famous off of like eating food. For example, like I actually recently posted a video of just me eating a bunch of hot food, and hey, got 19 views in 3 days. That's I think probably a new record for like a while. I mean, my highest video is viewed video is like I think around 15,000 views now. I think something like that, and but I made that what like 7 years ago. So of course, and it was on a game that was dead. I I don't know. It's crazy how things can change as to what people want to watch, and that's the other thing is because sometimes you like there's a trend, and then people like jump on the trend, and then the trend is like immediately destroyed because so many people are doing it. So like it's not useful anymore. Like no one's watching your stuff because everyone's done it already. That's why video games are such a hard market to crack into because it's more about your personality, right? You need to have a personality where people are like, yeah, I remember that specific guy, and I want to watch him specifically play the games. Because at the end of the day, I don't think that the majority of people who watch people play games on YouTube are actually people who are coming solely for the gameplay. I feel like a lot of it is also to do with the personality. And I mean, that makes sense. We're people, we like to connect, and we want to feel supported and appreciated. And that's why I'm doing this because I'm an entertainer. It's fun to entertain, but at the end of the day, I could probably play any game and it probably wouldn't have too much of an effect on my view count, except I noticed actually my Total War videos got some okay amount of views, about a couple hundred, 700, I think, or something, which is nice. Um, it's fine, uh, but, not a lot of comments. I think the thing that I kind of strive for at this point in my career probably going to be like that comment interaction, like my diplomacy videos, for example, on board games. I think that's really nice because I get to interact with people, we get to talk, and sure, did I make mistakes in the videos? Yeah, but it's okay because it's the internet, and you know what? There's always going to be something wrong with everything, so why let something like that kind of hold you back, especially when it's about a game that was published, I think, back in the 90s. I'm not too sure. Again, it could even be earlier than that, maybe like even the 70s. I don't have the. Actually, let me check. I can check the box. When was this game published? Um, It doesn't say. I'm not gonna take away from the stream to look at a box. That's a bit silly because we're here to keep you guys entertained and show off this game. And I turned off the sound for the record because it's just so damn loud. I try to turn it down, but I want to make sure you guys hear me because I like talking to you guys. I don't get to do this very often anymore. The streaming, so just kind of nice thing to do. You know what I mean? Like really, it's just nice because you get to chill, relax, and I guess say hi to YouTube also. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think life's been pretty crazy. A lot of tough times, because it's 2020, and I'm not gonna mention, we don't talk about politics or anything like that on this channel, just because I don't feel it's very productive, and I feel like it can lead to a lot of spam or hate, and I don't really want to divulge my political views because it's not what it's about. Um, but with everything going on in the world right now, it is kind of nice to just kind of take a step back and just literally use video games for what they're meant for, is just escapism, just to get out of the real world. And I figured why not get out of the real world with other people, hence the stream, or today's stream, I guess, because my stream has been around for a little while. It took me a while to get into it because I didn't have a computer that was good enough to handle the tech because I'm not that rich. I mean, like I said, I don't even make money for this stuff, so it's not as if I'm, champion of any particular movement or something. I'm not able to talk about the latest graphics and stuff. And speaking of which, I'm not too sure what like how do how do people get like famous and stuff for being like someone who talks about graphics? You know what I mean? Like I feel like the only people who are going to watch those are like if they need help, but then they're not going to like, you know what I mean? Like if I need to look up like say I don't know, like how to fill out a money order, for example, right? Like I'm gonna look up a video on how to pay the money order, but that doesn't mean I care about the whole channel. So I think that's something that's kind of interesting is that there's a lot of like I could see a lot of people probably getting famous off of like one video and then like the rest of their channel being kind of dead because that one video just happened to get lucky. So that's the other thing is to get a whole channel to be successful, not only do you need to have a good personality, which, I'm doing my best, but I'm not going to change my personality for the internet. So, uh, you know, I'm just me. And then there's the content you do, which I think kind of doesn't really matter because the content, like, there's an audience for everything. So the question is your personality going to hold them to the content, which I think is very important to talk about. Um, but then also on top of that, your you need to have like videos that have like so then you take that one wonder video and then you need to make that same level of quality of whatever it was and do it again and again and again forever until eventually you get enough people to keep track of you, make you internet famous, I guess. But even internet famous people that like fame goes so quickly on the internet, like it's not even like important. You know what I mean? Like there was a videos and stuff about people, you know, swearing or saying profanity or using epithets, and it was like, well, that's not that didn't even last like a week. That drama. Like you can do pretty much anything on the internet now, and no one's really gonna care. I mean, like they might be like, "Oh, you suck," or "Oh, you're offensive," or something. But at the end of the day, the internet's gonna forget about you. And that's kind of something kind of nice in a way, though, because you know that if you make a mistake, it's like whatever. You can just fake. No one's gonna remember that you made a mistake or that there were even mistakes to be kept track of in the first place. Because I don't know. I think they're. Oh shit! I got kind of close to that one. um, I think there is something to be said though for like trying new things, branching out content. I play video games, but I have a stupid variety of games, like probably too many. And then my variety goes on for like the point where it's like I've done like 30 videos of one thing, and then I just kind of stop abruptly because I get bored. But it's like I don't care, and if no one's watching my stuff, I'm not gonna keep making it because I want to try and make stuff people watch. That's the most important thing to me is just that people want to watch my stuff. And like I said, I'm not getting paid, so it's not like there's anything sinister. I mean, I've been doing this since 2009, made no money, and I'm still doing it for fun. I think that's the kind of YouTuber that I think we need to encourage more because, I mean, granted, if I could make a living at this job, doing YouTube, that'd be great, but then I feel like then it wouldn't be fun, I think, you know? So for me, when like I see people like asking for subscribers or begging for it and stuff, it kind of to me feels like it's, I don't want to say desperate because that's gonna upset people, but because who wouldn't, right? Because I would sound like a hypocrite, like, right, like why would I be saying, oh, how could someone want to ask for subscribers? I don't really do that, but I mean, I probably will in this video just to kind of prove a ironic point or something. But you can't make people like you. You can't be like, everyone says, oh, don't forget to like, rate, comment, and subscribe, hit the bell notification, all that good stuff. If there's even still a bell by the time you're watching this, YouTube changes its stuff so much that it's really hard to say what's actually going on. And I don't keep track of the business side of YouTube. That's not my job. Because again, I don't make money, so I don't really care. Like for example, when there's like big demonetization stuffs, which for those who don't know, demonetization just means that there's no ads, advertisements, sponsored ads playing on your videos. So like those ads you see that come up automatically, those are all going to profit for YouTube. So the difference is that when someone's getting paid, like they're monetized, and that means that specific creator is getting money for the ads that YouTube is automatically playing. So it's like in a way, you're taking money from YouTube to give to the content creator. Essentially, that's what YouTube's doing. But because YouTube is like the biggest video sharing platform on the entire planet, it can afford to give money to other people because the point of the paying YouTubers to do it is so that way they keep making content, so that way they never run out of videos. But what's interesting is that they have so many content creators now. I feel like if they and this is going to sound radical because I'm sure it would upset people if this actually happened for real, which again, I'm not suggesting it to be real, but I'm willing to bet that if there's like, considering how many videos are on the internet, I feel like if YouTube stopped paying people, that it they'd probably be fine. Like there'd still be advertisers, people would still make content. I mean, because if you're like, everyone likes watching YouTube, so it'd be really kind of heartbreaking to everyone, I bet, to not have access to videos and for free. That's the important part is that everyone gets these videos for free. So if there was like another video sharing place that came out, I bet in order to compete with YouTube, I bet you it would probably, this is just a guess, probably need to be a paid service thing, like a subscription based thing or something, kind of like Netflix, to get people to watch videos, which wouldn't be good. Now, is YouTube going to do this? No, of course not. They're happy to pay people to make videos that bring in so many views that the advertisers that are putting their ads on the videos are more than are seeing revenue. It all works. It all works. But you think about how many famous people, quote unquote famous people there are on YouTube, and then you got to multiply that times like, I mean, I'm not a math guy to be honest, but let's just say like a trillion, just a fun number. I don't know. Obviously not. Don't take it seriously because I'm not really taking much of. I mean, hell, it's just I'm playing a game about spinning around a hexagon. So, what does that really say about me? But I'm worried about there's so many people who are like undiscovered who are doing great, and there's a bunch of people who are discovered who are just making garbage. Um, Especially clickbait. I feel like that's the most like it's still going on. Like I don't know how nobody's talking about how clickbait is still very much a thing, and it's just taken on the different forms of instead of a picture, like the thumbnail that when you like look at a video and the classic one is like, oh, you see like a really hot girl with and stuff, and then you get to the video and it's like some creepy old dude talking about his like horse or something. Uh, you know, Instead of that, it's kind of like titles how like they're worded weird. Like I saw one where there was this video that was titled, and this is gonna be wrong, but considering it's the internet, I'm sure even if I make up a fake title, I bet it's out there somewhere. And I'd love to see if you guys can find me the video whose title contains these words, and just send me the most popular one. I'm just kind of curious, or like it could say something along the lines of like, oh, I don't know. I'm actually just making this up. Well, let's say we call it um, it could be something as simple as like, I killed the president or something, or like, mm, or the classic one is like, oh, I got arrested, dot dot dot, or something where it's like, yeah, like it technically happened, but in reality nothing happened, or someone's like, oh, hey, I accidentally chopped up my hand, but then you find out it's a fake hand or something, or I don't know, whatever the internet's doing these days. The internet's constantly changing. It's kind of disappointing in a way because it feels like maybe I'm getting old, but it does feel like based on my experience of being a content creator that people are running out of ideas. Uh, uh, I'm sure with time and progression and new technology, like I'm sure new stuff's gonna come out. I'm sure there's gonna be great ideas and stuff, but it really feels like we're running out of new stuff. Now, fortunately, there's plenty of real world drama to deal with, and that's always new and that's always changing. And I think that's perfect. That's never gonna go away, and that's great. But like gaming, for example, like there's only so many games. You know what I mean? Like if you were to like say, okay, I want to. It's like say you start up right now, right? You want to be a YouTube gaming channel. What are you gonna play? First off, that's a really big deal, especially to the community, and it's especially if you're doing it in a Let's Play format. People don't really call things Let's Plays anymore. For example, like that's something really interesting. Like I'm sure they exist. I'm sure there's someone out there making Let's Plays, but I don't think people are really necessarily watching Let's Plays anymore. It's a nice thought though. I make Let's Plays. I mean, that's what I do because I don't call it a Let's Play because I've kind of moved on from that, and I want I try and make my stuff feel like a TV show. It's like to encourage people to like stick around and stuff. That's why I take a stream and I'll cut it up. But yeah, now let me check the time real quick. Okay, I'm gonna need to pause here. Like I said, this wasn't gonna be a long stream, just to because I gotta do some cleaning and stuff. Yeah, yeah. Just check the time. I gotta go, but thank you all for indulging me. We almost made it 60. That would have been really cool. Would have been really cool, but we were off by 0.2 seconds. It sucks. It really sucks. But hey, goal for next time, right? Again, stream doesn't need to be long. It's probably all going to be one YouTube video too. But thank you all for watching. As always, guys, I'm Elwirfy. And if you like this video, I would highly recommend that you like, comment, share, and most importantly, that you subscribe. Take care, everybody, and have a nice day.